Hey guys, good morning. How are you? I am Dr. Harman Singh Yadav in front of all of you here. I am doing you welcome on my YouTube channel Biochem Sir. Dear guys, we have to learn about the molecular orbital diagram of hydrogen molecule. Actually, this molecular orbital diagram is nothing but LCAO, nothing but linear combination of atomic orbital. Okay, and we have discussed the formation of hydrogen molecule by the linear combination of two hydrogen atomic orbitals. Okay, so let's start. Dear guys, we know that molecular orbital energy level diagram of certain diatomic homonuclear molecule. What do you mean by homonuclear molecule? Homonuclear means which are having two same atoms. It means I want to say two hydrogen atoms combined together to give a single diatomic molecule. Homodiatomic molecule. The homodiatomic means having two same atoms. Okay, now after that let's see about the hydrogen molecule. Let's see here, two hydrogen atoms are uniting together, they give a hydrogen molecule. Okay, and they are having one electron in their 1s orbital. Yes, each hydrogen atom have 1s electron, and according to the Pauli exclusion according to, therefore in all there are two electrons in the hydrogen molecule which are present in the lowermost sigma 1s electron, sigma 1s molecular orbital. It means whenever we will draw the diagram, we have to put one electron in the sigma 1s orbital. Okay, let's see after that. According to the Pauli exclusion principle, these two electrons should have opposite spin. Definitely, if they are having single orbital, then definitely two electrons must have opposite spin. Yes, and now let's see the molecular orbital electronic configuration of hydrogen molecule. Here it is sigma 1s2. Here in this you can see here that in this it is having one electron, here it is having one electron, and when these two come here, why they come here? Because it is having lower energy. Since here energy level increases in this way. Okay, and as soon as energy level increases, we can say that sigma 1s is having lower energy as compared to this one. Yes, okay guys, so it is having lower energy as compared to this one. So one electron come from here, one electron come from here, and they give sigma 1s. So this is called as bonding electron. This is denoted by Nb. What is Nb? Nb is nothing but sigma 1s, while this is sigma star 1s is called Na. What is Na? Na means anti-bonding number of electron. So we can say here that Nb, we can say here that Nb is equal to how much? Number of bonding electron is equal to 2, while Na is equal to 0. So what would be the formula of bond order? Bond order is equal to, yes, bond order is equal to bonding number of electron minus anti-bonding number of electron divided by 2. We will see it further. Let's proceed now. So this is formation of hydrogen molecule according to the molecular orbital theory. Okay, now the bond order of hydrogen molecule can be calculated where Nb is equal to 2 and Na is equal to 0. I have told you right now. So the formula of bond order is, you will see here, Nb minus Na upon 2. Bonding electron is 2, while non-bonding electron or antibonding electron is 0, divided by 2 is equal to 1. What does it indicate? It indicates that during the formation of H2 molecule, it has only one single covalent bond in between two hydrogen atoms. Okay, what does it indicate? That it has a single covalent bond. Now let's see about the diamagnetic nature. What can you say about the diamagnetic nature? Listen guys, there are mainly five types of magnetic compounds, out of which I am discussing here only 3. Okay, the first one is diamagnetic, the second one is paramagnetic, third one is ferromagnetic. Okay, after that 2 more types of magnetic compounds are present. The one is antiferromagnetic and the fifth one is ferrimagnetic compounds. Okay, but now we will discuss about these 3 here only. So first of all, diamagnetic means, what is diamagnetic? Means those which does not have any unpaired electron. If they are not having any unpaired electron, it means they are not attracting towards the magnetic field. For example, wood, plastic, rubber, glass, etc. They are permanently non-magnetic, so called diamagnetic in nature. In chemistry language, we can make it understand by telling this that they are not having any type of unpaired free electrons. Okay, now let's see for paramagnetic. Paramagnetic means those compounds which are having at least one unpaired electron, or maybe 2 or 3 number of unpaired electrons, so that they can show magnetism in presence of magnetic field. But as soon as the magnetic field will removed out, they get fall down, they will lose their magnetic field or their magnetism. So those are called as paramagnetic. For example, iron nail, copper. Okay, now let's see about the ferromagnetic. Ferromagnetic means permanent magnet. For example, what have you heard this word? Alnico. What is alnico? Alnico is a type of alloy which is formed by the combination of 3 metals. The first one is aluminium, second one is nickel, and the third one is cobalt. By combining all these 3 in a fixed ratio, it will give what? The ferromagnetic compound, that is alnico, which are mainly used in the cranes and loudspeakers and transistors and much more things. Okay guys, I hope so you have enjoyed this video and you have got information. So if you have any doubt, then please ask me, and thank you for watching this video.